In the previous episode, the dust of ancient Persia carried us to the fall of Darius III, the last king of kings. He fled before the shadow of Alexander the Great, not struck down by the spear of his enemy, but betrayed by the very men who once swore loyalty at his side. His blood spilled on the road east of Rage, a crimson mark that signaled not only the death of a king, but the collapse of an empire. Now the pages turn to another time, another place, where power, betrayal, and fear once again meet. The year is 2017. The setting, Kuala Lumpur International Airport. The airport was loud, chaotic, ordinary, until it wasn't. Among the sea of suitcases and weary faces, a single man moves with quiet steps. A black jacket, a cap pulled low, a small backpack slung over one shoulder. His pace is unremarkable, his presence almost invisible among the travelers rushing to their gates. Yet his name carries the weight of dynasties. Kim Jong-nam, the estranged half-brother of North Korea's supreme leader. No entourage follows, no protective circle of men, just a passport, a ticket, and a life balanced on the knife edge of politics. In less than 10 minutes, the ordinary flow of the airport will become the stage of a killing seen by the entire world, a state-sponsored killing disguised as a joke. Kim Jong-nam was not just another exile. He was the eldest son of Kim Jong-il, the man who ruled North Korea with an iron grip and a godlike aura. In his time, Kim Jong-il was hailed in state propaganda as the son of the 21st century, the guiding star of Paektu Mountain, and the greatest of great men produced by heaven. In North Korea's cult of personality, the leader is not merely a political figure, he is the nation's protector, teacher, and almost divine presence. His image hangs in every home, his words are memorized in schools, and his birthday is celebrated like a sacred holiday. In such a system, leadership is not just power, it is destiny. And destiny in the Kim dynasty is inherited. For years, Kim Jong-nam was seen by some as a possible successor. But once he fell out of favor, his very existence became a threat to the carefully crafted line of succession. In Pyongyang's logic, as long as he lived, there was a shadow over Kim Jong-un's claim to the throne. And in a regime where loyalty is absolute and rivals are erased, that shadow could not be allowed to remain. The air inside the terminal is cool, almost too cool compared to the tropical heat pressing outside. The floor gleams like a mirror beneath the bright overhead lights. The rhythm of the crowd continues, rolling suitcases, scattered footsteps, voices rising and fading. Nothing breaks the ordinary flow, and yet something sharp hangs beneath the surface. Through the crowd, two women move with a quiet confidence. One is petite, a baseball cap pulled low, scrolling casually through her phone. The other taller, dressed in a loose hoodie, a small tote bag hanging at her side. Nothing about them draws suspicion. To the eyes around them, they are just travelers waiting for their flights. But every step is part of a silent choreography. Their positions calculated, their timing rehearsed. Somewhere unseen, handlers are watching. Then, through the terminal, the man appears. Kim Jong-nam. His steps are steady but guarded, his shoulders slightly hunched. He keeps to himself, eyes low, the kind of figure one would overlook in the rush of an airport morning. Yet, to the two women, every detail has been memorized. This is the moment everything converges. The smaller woman is first to break the rhythm of the crowd. A bright smile, sudden and disarming, as she steps into his path. Her voice is light, almost playful, as if she were calling out to a stranger in jest. For a passing glance, it looks harmless, even friendly. The taller woman moves next, swift and precise. In her hand, a small, unmarked bottle glints briefly beneath the fluorescent lights. The liquid inside is clear, almost ordinary, the kind that could pass for water. But it is not. A cloth is pressed across his face, smeared in one motion across his cheeks and skin. The strike is quick, nearly invisible, a movement that to others might look like a prank. Laughter bursts from the women as they turn, breaking into opposite directions, vanishing into the crowd. The performance is complete. Around them, no one notices, no alarm, no cry of panic. To the eyes of travelers, it looks like nothing more than a strange joke in a busy airport. But on the skin of Kim Jong-nam, a silent countdown has already begun. VX nerve agent, one of the deadliest substances known to humankind. A single drop is enough to end a life within minutes. Kim Jong-nam keeps walking. At first, nothing seems unusual. He brushes at his face as if wiping away sweat, his steps steady. But within moments, the change begins. His stride falters, his breathing quickens, his vision blurs at the edges. The lights above seem harsher now, glaring, the air thick and heavy. He veers toward the nearest help desk, his hand gripping the counter as though it were the only thing holding him upright. The staff look up, startled, unsure. He speaks quickly, urgency breaking through his voice, pointing to his face, his words strained. Someone has done something to him. The staff exchange confused glances. A prank? A medical issue? The truth is still hidden from them. The symptoms grow worse with terrifying speed. His breath grows shallow, his skin damp with sweat, his hands trembling. The staff guide him toward the small medical clinic inside the terminal, their voices calm but uncertain. Each step feels heavier, each breath harder to take. Inside the clinic, the sterile lights hum above. Nurses gather, checking his pulse, confusion spreading across their faces. Oxygen is brought, monitors attached, but the body is already failing. The VX has begun its merciless work, shutting down muscles, suffocating the lungs from within. The sounds of the airport continue beyond the walls, announcements echoing, the wheels of suitcases rolling, passengers sipping their coffee, unaware that just meters away, a man is fighting his final moments. Then the body goes limp. The monitors flatline, a single unbroken tone filling the air. The room falls into silence, broken only by the hiss of oxygen flowing into an empty shell. Kim Jong-nam is gone. The news spreads before his body has cooled. Within hours, screens around the world flash with the story. The half-brother of North Korea's supreme leader assassinated in Malaysia. The CCTV footage, grainy but unmistakable, shows the women stepping forward, the brief contact, and his stumbling steps toward help. The world watches his final moments replayed over and over again. In Kuala Lumpur, the authorities move quickly. The two women, Siti Aisyah of Indonesia and Juan Thi Huong of Vietnam, are arrested. Both insist they believed it was a prank for a hidden camera show. Their lawyers argue they were pawns in a larger game, manipulated by North Korean agents who had already disappeared beyond Malaysia's borders. Malaysia points the finger directly at Pyongyang. The weapon was VX, a chemical agent banned under international law. The escape of the suspected operatives was too coordinated, too precise to be. For Kim Jong-un, the message is clear and deliberate. This was more than the erasure of a brother. It was a public performance, a demonstration of reach and ruthlessness. If an assassination could be carried out in a foreign airport under the unblinking gaze of security cameras, then no one was safe. Not defectors, not rivals, not even blood relatives. For the world, the scene is a chilling reminder. Political assassination has never vanished into the shadows of history. It adapts, it shifts shape, it hides behind smiles, disguises itself as games, and strikes in the very places where life feels ordinary. For Kim Jong-nam, it is the final act in a story shaped by power, exile, and the dangerous accident of birth. The red pages of history turn again, their edges stained with power and betrayal. Every chapter bleeds, and with each page, another secret waits in the shadows, ready to be told.